So your thoughts about you in sports. So first, who are you? So how do you answer that question? Who are you? Do you think that your strength in sports? So for example, let's say you are a runner. Is that what you answer or how you answer that question? Or does that remind you, oh, you know what? Who am I in sports? You know, I'm the person who my friends look up to. I'm the person who inspires people, or I'm the person who actually just got sub 4 hour on a full marathon, or won something, or podiumed, right? I'm the person who's the rabbit that my friends chase, right? Or you could be also at the back part. You know, I'm just enjoying myself, like, right? So, who are you in sports? Now, what do you think about when you think of you? Okay, so what is it that comes up in your head? I am. And how would you complete that sentence? So, there's anyone here who would like to share, there's no wrong and right answer. Okay, and you don't have to speak up also. I'm gonna share you what I think also, so everyone can benefit. Who would want to start? Let's see. Joe, you want to share? Elliot, Tiffany, anyone? Who are you in sports? Or what is it that comes up? How about if I start?
You start.
I start. No, I should be the one. All right. Who am I in sport? Good question. Well, so when I think about it honestly, I'm gonna be honest, you guys. It comes to like, what have I achieved? So that's the automatic that comes to my head. What have I achieved in the past? What I'm good at? Because it makes me feel good to think about that. Okay. So I know I'm very good in multi-day sports. I know I'm able to beat injury, and I'm able to recover fast, and I know that I'm much stronger than before. So those what comes up to my head. I know also in sports that I won't be satisfied just being average. I already know that. It comes to the point that sometimes when people, you know, sometimes it affects how I think about myself. You know, I have to be the example, okay? But at the same time, it comes to the point that I have to really reframe my thoughts. And I'm being honest, you guys. So ever since I made the world record, that changed the entire outlook of how I think about me, like big time. I used to I just want to run. I just want to do whatever. I just want to show up there. But then when that Guinness World Record, I mean, although I want to be the best, but I just don't want that flash on me, you know? But that's me thinking about people are looking at me. That's my story, right? So now I have to reframe that mindset. Whatever I'm thinking about myself, does it actually make me happy? What does it do to me, right? What does it do to me? And then that's what we're gonna go over. So what I wanted to tell you here is that I do believe that me, who I am in sports, is someone who would work hard because I don't want to show up, and not work hard because why? The main thing is that if I show up and I don't work hard and I see my result, I don't feel good about myself. I know I didn't put everything out there, and I will resent it and I will not be happy. So who am I? Is that instead of you, to me, what I've learned also, even though I have big goals, I put my big goals out there, right? And then I plan. But I don't look at that big goal so much because I lose track of what I really need to work on right now. And a lot of times, instead of me, hey, you know, like, I'm good at this one. Instead of me, honestly, I just do the work. And then let the work speak for what I do, okay? To me, I'm more of showing the action. I just do the work. So that's me. I'm an action taker. I'm the doer. I'm the ambitious one. I'm the one who always want to look for something big, scary goals. Because if it's scary, I know it's important, and I know I'm gonna work so hard. If it's just like, you know, it's whatever, I'm not gonna work so hard. I'm like, I can just do it anytime, you know? So that's me. So you are only defined by how you think about yourself. Okay. thoughts like, for example, I'm not a very strong swimmer. Or actually, I was talking to one of my athletes. I said, like, you know what? I know you could do sub 4. I don't think I can run sub 4 hours on a full marathon. Okay. So even though I see already in the athletes what they can do, that person has a different beliefs. Or it could be one of the reasons that I'm just always very busy, or I fly often. It's hard for me to get workouts done. I keep hurting myself at the race. I am overweight. I'm just a regular average athlete. So this could be different things, okay? So these thoughts are not harmful or bad, but they are also not very useful. And then sometimes we tell ourselves, well, you know what? It's an observation. It is true. Sometimes it gets through because you always look for evidences that makes it true. And then now, but if you think about it, they're optionals and you can change that. It depends on what you want to make happen, or what you want to achieve, or what you want to see in reality, okay? And make a decision that you want to believe something different. So for example, for me, I used to personally have thoughts that sounded like this. Well, if you guys don't know yet, I used to not know how to swim. Really bad swimmer. I was the last one out of the water. I can give you a lot of pictures. I was actually scared, and I was scared of the deep water. I don't like open water. Okay, I am so busy. I don't have time, and I think that's still a belief. I just cannot control myself from snacking. So that was, if you have not read my website, my personal, I'm a recovering alcoholic, and also I had eating disorder. Okay. So I had so many things, horrible past. Oh, yeah. So as long as I had these beliefs, I was unable to change it because I keep looking, or like anything that you focus on, it just gonna keep coming up. So I just kept being insecure, drinking, snacking. So this was a terrible cycle because it just kept proving my beliefs true. Okay. So the more I believed them, the more evidence I had for them, and the more I believed them. It's similar to like for example, what you focus on is just gonna come up. Like for example, when you're buying a car, right? When you're buying a car and then you want some certain color, suddenly you start seeing a lot of those cars on that color, and then you're paying more attention to it, and then now you want it more. So now when you have a goal and you keep believing or telling yourself this, it's gonna keep happening. And what's hard about this one, if you do not change that right now during training, it's gonna come up during race day. Why? Because at the race, it's harder because there's so much emotions there, unless you really train for it, right? Unless you really train your mindset, your mental, how your state of being at the race, it's gonna be harder, okay? So, let me see. I see something here. All right. So when I started realizing that these were just thoughts, just sentences in my mind, I realized I could change them. It was a profound realization that changed my life forever. I started to believe that my desire of alcohol could be eliminated, that I can stop my eating disorder, that I can recreate my life and be the person I can be. Any person. I know this is sports, but I thought it's just easier for me, or any life. Like for example, as I said, you probably also know that I was an engineer. I had 15 years of experience in engineer, but then, I have to like recreate my life because I want to be the happiest that I can be. Okay. So I have to believe myself that I can be anything or anyone that I want to be. And we could do that. Okay. There's absolutely no reason why you cannot change how you see yourself, so you can be and do exactly what you want. Once I became aware, it was enlightening and actually much easier to change. So you probably saw, the chart that I posted over the weekend, such a high expectations. That's one of my culprit, having high expectations of myself. But when I realized of what I thought of what I want to become, it's right in front of me and I can see it, instead of me just having all different thoughts in my head. But my suggestion is that if you have thoughts, either bad or good or whatever, there's really not bad or good. It really depends on how you think your thoughts be, right? So it's subjective. But you know yourself. If you have thoughts and it's not contributing to what your goals are or your desires or what you want things to become, then we need to reframe that thought. Because, so for example, let's say, oh, I feel stupid, I should have not drank that, I don't know, that Gatorade, it ruined my race, I didn't PR, I didn't meet my personal record, I trained so hard because I ate that thing, I'm so stupid, right? That stupid going on, it's not helping, the athlete. So now we need to just, no, you're not stupid. It's actually a way for us to learn of what we need to do next time. Okay.